Everyone, good afternoon and good evening in every part of the world where you are. I just greet you in the mighty name of Christ. This is Madam Edith, the Director for Northern Region. Actually, I want first to welcome everyone who went to the farm yesterday. It was wonderful because we are the most and foremost the people I need first to thank. I need to thank those Sudanese who came from Sudan, those ones who came from Nigeria, those ones who traveled from Ethiopia just to come and watch what is in YPA. And most and foremost, I would also want to welcome you back from voting, because all that one was for this January. This January has been very hectic for us as YPA and every part of the world, the Ugandans, most especially. YPA. I thank you, Mr. Director Obed Ben, for all your effort that you've put. Thank you for feeding and cooking for us yesterday. Now, when I come back to us as Ugandans, I need to talk about what do we see when foreigners travel from long distance, come and go and see the project that YPA is running. Actually, I'm so happy because of what is taking place with YPA. YPA is good to go. And the most important thing I need to talk about today is the financial literacy. When people talk about financial literacy, they think that it comes from nowhere. I myself, as I'm talking right now, I'm talking as a police officer, but I'm serving with the YPA. As I'm working with the YPA, I'm not working, I'm an investor. I invested, and then with the trust, I found that what I did, what about you who is seated there? What about you, a police officer who is there waiting for the retirement and you need that little retirement package? When I'm talking, I don't talk as a director for Northern Region, but I talk as a citizen from the North. What are you doing to make our financial status be stable? When we wait that, where did you put your money from the PDM that you got? Because when I entered the YPA, I found that at the end of this year, I'm finishing my project, my contract for the first year. I'm looking at 9 years from today. What am I going to be? When I look at the retirement package as a police officer who is just lying there, our retirement package is very, very, very low. Too low that you cannot sustain. But me, when I'm leaving police, I know I'm leaving to go and settle, because at least my financial situation will not be that monare mumpe. That one won't work. With the project which we are running with YPA, when I start with the most new one as per today, the CDC. CDC is doing a very great work. I tried it myself, because when they talked about CDC, I thought about it and I just picked like 4 million and I put there. That is for 10 goats. But right now as I'm talking, if I need my 4 million, I will not get it without an interest. I withdraw my money from the account and put it there. I bought 10 goats. The 10 goats that I've bought, actually I should not say I bought, I hired out my money. Within 1 month, I'll be getting at least 100,000 per month. That is already monthly earning for me in a cash double cure, which is not in every company. It is only with YPA. Now, when I come to these young generations out there, those ones who are working out, we are really, some of us, we are working, our children are working out, and they're working for nothing. Because when you're working and you're entrusting your mother with your money, you're entrusting your brother, your sister, your relatives with your money. You are there, abakadama, mjijenga mbabulire. Wherever you're working, look at YPA as a source of where your money you'll be saving with the interest. Because when I buy one goat at 750, within 3 years I have my 3 goats. at 750 each. I think it's better than the money we are putting in the bank and it lies there, doing nothing. Instead they are deducting. Where are you putting your investment? Buying a land is not an investment, by the way. Buying a land is not an investment when we look into it. Because you're going to buy a land, you're waiting to get more money to come and begin constructing. Instead of us investing, put your 5 goats, that is 3.750. Then within 3 years, you have your 11.5 million. 11.5 million. When you look at that money, you can now begin from there to get a better plot, which YPA also gives you. Now, what if we go for the beekeeping system, whereby somebody, you get your 7.5 million, you buy 5 beehives, you give the company only 1 year and 3 months, and you begin getting 500,000 per month for 4 good years. How much is that? Haven't you built a house of 7.5? You're a landlady or landlord. What about you who are still producing? Actually, the program, by the way, this program of YPA makes me get a heart of, if I would be young, I would produce more, because plant kits, only 3 goats. You buy 3 goats, leave it with YPA, you just give your pay cut for the school, and the school is taking care of it. I think when you're doing that, when YPA takes over, your children's pay school fees, your child's school fees with the 3 goats, I think the little you're getting, you're selling your tomatoes, you're putting it there. You're not making a loss, because the school fees is done. What always torments us ladies is the school fees of our children. We can't settle. Me, myself, I can't eat well in my house because I think about the school fees. But for this year, I'm not the same. When I look at myself, and when I enter my bed, I sleep knowing that at least I've done my investment. You can come for that only with the YPA. We have active and passive packages. Not that whoever is going to buy, I came using somebody's transport, and what he was telling me was one that I don't have a land. I cannot have a very small portion. Who told you this project needs your land? Entrust it in the hand of YPA. And when I'm talking, for us, the Northerners, we have the biggest portions of land. If we go into detail, Northerners, when I hear everywhere, yesterday I was listening to TV and they're saying that the Northerners are the poorest. We are not poor, we have lands. We have lands, and when we embrace this thing in the northern region, who is going to benefit? It is us, because that is job employment. They are not going to carry the goats for Uganda, for Baganda. They are not going to carry the goats from Central to take to northern region that we are going to rear it in the north. That is why my goat is here for, I have like around 100 members who are Northerners. I picked them from that side of Chole quarters. And they're here, they're doing their project within. What if we tried and we raised that? We embrace this type of project. Because they say, Baganda, they're thieves. They will steal our whatever. No. First get one, trust on that one, trust in that very person, that is YPA. Let us carry everything. Let us embrace this project of YPA. We have land. When we come there, when YPA comes to the north, what are we going to do? They are going to rent this very land of ours. They always hire in lease if you don't want to sell. But we have our land already in Nwoya as YPA Northern Region. Whose goat is to be put there? If we don't want to embrace, we shall keep on crying government at Tuyambe, but government, you are the government. The few who will start, if you buy your 5 goats, you put there, in 3 years you have your 15 goats. Others, when you talk like this, then you hear somebody saying that That man is cheating. How can a goat produces twice in a year? Why didn't you manage it? We are not looking at quantity, we are looking at quality. How do we embrace this to make it be the type of the business which is for international market? We are not doing it for 150,000 per goat. And that is why our goat is expensive. And that is why our our honey is expensive, because one beehive is at 1.5. But you're getting 100,000 per month for 4 years. After that, after 1 year and 3 months, haven't you changed your financial status? Are you not an investment? When we think about acham churo, this system na ati tina nong tini. One northerners were doing it beginning. One any jeme when we ignore it. Pongeni jeme wano tika ignoring ba. Pire take more. Ana taking time. Me ye that this thing happens. But the first time he said, no, these people might steal me. But unless Ichung, they say first attempt in life, that is fail. If you don't try and fail, you will never, when you fall once and you remain down, you will never walk forward. That is what I need to tell people today. I'm talking and I'm speaking with everybody from every part of the world. That when we don't wake up, we northerners, when we utilize the land in Nwoya, we have a very big land in Nwoya. Manyoti, they have to carry again the goats from Buganda, from the central. From the western, we have already gone, we have opened the land, the office of the western region in Mbarara. We have their lands there. And I know those people will embrace, and you'll find their goats will take off. Why do we always want to remain behind? Masaka is booming like nothing. Yesterday, the buses which came from Masaka to go to the farm, I have never known that people can. When they were going to open, we were doubting, sure, shall we get people? But it is already full. But before they became full, they first embraced it. They came and started buying everything from here. What about you in Yumbe? Watiki land, we have very big lands there in Yumbe. We have land in West Nile. But all we call it under under North. So, kao tamini, jeme wawe ma YPA tikati mneni, meko nyupajo. Bini wil die la chiedi, ikati imi ikare, mwa dek, ni tiki digi na dek. Ita bay kiwani wat morto war bono por, wek mono o kamu o yeni. Pien kawa wati wa harassing wono, chipa wa o kanyo wati chereni. But kawa berka following luwatwa la hawai ni bera mu class ni a beti class en wan ka dunga ga beti class ni meti bet kay ti p4 donga ni p4 kenyu piene ni class ma anda kwa ma dit lo ene p4 ba premier word ki dano ti wati ko berga ko ni wan lu chan wan chan pe gang wan actually wan loñ mo kekeni wan wade word ki dano actually wa funi word wa funi kwanye ki money ki kanya wote ni ngari timu kumena an ba tim eto meto bet ka bar me ka ngari hay jal ngari do gero ata dit mo ngari do jal ngari por kuy por ma leer da por kuy ma leer imi yere ci le di mo wa por kuy ni in me por kuy ni kan ni kwanje ni kete project kuma eni abera penyo la wara mona hanen bino ka investing ka eni. I got my money when I came to invest. The other one was going to dig. That is going for farming. Now this morning when I was asking, the person was saying, even my pineapple is just being stolen. It is ripe. I don't have time for it. The time I was coming, he had a project of rice and pineapple. Where is it? You just go because so and so has done it. This one has planted. If you can see the tomatoes of so and so, he has got a lot of money. I'm also going to try. Don't try what you cannot manage. Go first, learn about it. If not, we shall keep on losing. The sunshine has destroyed all my Soroko. Your Soroko, why didn't you think about other investment? Anki Komatema, I will diga kero gangwe charo. Entrusted that at least at this time the 8 cows would have brought for me something big. But what did I gain? Nothing. Because we are entrusting our neighbors. We are entrusting our brothers. Why can't we entrust YPA? Abakadama, I'm calling upon you people. Most of you are outside. You have your single parents. Jango gule mbuzi sato. Bekera ani YPA. Gendo kole bivyo. Ng'omwana agenda kutandiza kusoma kwata namba ya payment ziwe YPA akukolera ebyomugaso. Wegenda okole bilala wagenda ozaale mulala. Men who like you, we have single parents there as men. Obikola otya. Lwaki tosalawo? Nti kati nasaze okukola faamu y'abaana kale buli mwana kamugule embuzi 3. That is what we call the planned kids in YPA. You plan for the kids. Even if you just have a pregnancy, you plan for it. After putting it there, go and produce another one. Because YPA is there to stand with you. And YPA is very interesting with the planned kids, because in 15 years, assuming you buy three goats, planned kids is for 15 years. How many goats are there? It is more than 400. Too many goats. Now, when it is too many goats, will that kid again come back with the envelope looking for job with the government? No. You know, I told you earlier that I'm a police officer. I'm not a politician. But I was telling one of my colleagues that we misunderstood this system that protecting the gain. You think that you're protecting the gain of the president. Me, I was worried about my goats that I've put there. That is an investment. Because I'm fighting with the financial stability of my own. My daughter is going to A level. What have I planned for? I planned for him, for her 5 goats. The 5 goats should pay for her whatever. But when you tell a fellow police officer like this, you say, Abafere. Me, they have ever stolen me many times. I lost how much money? First of all, I went to global cryptocurrency, they stole me. Again, somebody came with this. And then when I came to YPA, they asked me one question. As you were putting in, what were you buying in the cryptocurrency? Actually, I asked myself, what was I buying to get that? I was buying nothing. I was giving money to air. I never made a transaction with a human being. I never saw anybody, but at the end of 2 weeks, I was getting some money. How do you go and buy a drone, which you are not driving? Just a cartoon of a drone. And we go and invest our money there, then tomorrow it is closed. All of a sudden, hey, my 10 million went there. What if you had put it in the hand of Mr. Bedben? That Mr. Bedben, this money I need to project in I need to put in CDC. This money I need to go for Billionaires Club, whereby in the end of the year we see how to divide the dividend. I have my 500,000 here. I want to put it in what? In a circle. How do you see at the end of the year I get my dividends? What about when I talk about the goats that I have my 1.5 million here? Can I buy some goats? And we don't buy it, we don't pay it all at once. What you do is just pay the membership fee, which is 250. Buy 1 goat, make your contract, leave it there. But for the CDC, you pay 4 million now. You make the contract now. The membership fee is 100,000. In 1 month to come, you begin getting, that is 500,000 per month. That is much money. 100,000. every month out of that 10 goats you've bought. That means if you leave it for 1 year, you have your 1.2. I think that is part of the financial whatever which they want us to know about. This is what we want. How have you learned about any project that you're going to do with YPA? What about maize? You get your 3.750, you dig 1 acre of maize. After 6 months, you're getting 1.3, another 6 months, 1.3, another 6 months. That means you're going to get 7.8 in 6 years. If 3.750 can give you that, I think that is very interesting. What is way forward? For us to fit in the shoes of YPA. Central has embraced it, up to Luero, by the way. And I thank those northerners who have come. They are there. Even one yesterday came and paid his. We were within in the farm. I have others who called me. One somebody from Zombo came and said this is the most interested thing. And that is when you embrace it, you are moving closer to what you want to be. We don't plan for ourselves because God has the plan. But what about the child you have put out today? What plan do you have for? Yeah, I'm tired of this system that mpa. Well, because I'm bora. Bora chawe mia. In Makili, I gave you the knowledge of how we do things, and you don't want to embrace it. You don't want to embrace what I've brought in the plate. When I talk like this, I feel very funny. Very sad on my northern part of the country. Because when you go, as per now, if you are to go to northern, that's when you will know that we are poor. The sun is so hot. The same that she has waited or he has waited for the whole year. Teacher kiat bueno, me na kuma. Pokel gimoy ken wa. Gwana kikilo wakuri matopo. Utopo cha chuka be dong pere ba. Full tong ne ke ken wa kwan ki poro. Iker more than 10 million in the garden. And you are getting 10 sacks. But full of food pay beer, how much are you going to get? And whatever we get, we have to sell. Then tomorrow you find that we have nothing to eat at home because we have sold it off. And we have sold it in the cheapest price. The goat that you have reared at home, let it be for sorting out other issues. But come and rear with YPA. Such that you hit 750. Actually, with the active package, Makelwane active, one power big working. In Bichero, if you churu membership fee, you buy a will product, you go with it in your farm in Noya, in your farm in Agago, in your farm in Kitgum, in your farm. Ukiri kuja. Kadi go digging in the o don't car me bichar pay bichar ka moy ken dug bordo wan YPA bien wa jone digi ma wili botu ba a chera mixing do odon digi mi a chela meta chato enu company bien no wachi okay kom diela chel ke bichar ma kuone wa be wili wen me ikilo kila chela wili wen me piario kila chela di piario. Eto kadong ka be ter ma dong ayao chikila chelo we wile win ma alipiari wa bich ene pet one deal ma dire any deal ma be ka inu wana wa be managing family wa ngeke numero kena di mo mer wa no ke family eto ka ine be managing ko be ritana tika wa chiki northerners ngatu mama tiki diegi if you know for sure you have 100 local goats right now. Get my contact and call me and you see whether we shall not come and pick those goats. We shall be the one to buy. We shall not buy at 150. Can you manage to raise a goat for more than 15 kilograms? Because we need an international market, whatever. In our stock, we don't have goats as per now. Because all is ours. For the company, they don't have it. So more people still need goats. What should we do? We have the markets that we need to supply goat's meat. We have our restaurants, which is consuming lots of goat's meat. We need more than 1 million people to make 10 million goats, such that we supply around 5 to 6 markets, international, not Ugandan markets, because ours is for export. We don't rear goats for local consumption because you want to manage it. PNK winning Dubai, Mero Diegi. Let me say Arab countries, they need our goat's meat. But we are failing to raise the what to be sold because we are still buying this one, we are still consuming it within us. Ugandans, let's wake up. Me, I promise that I don't want my children to run in any government, whatever that government at Uyambe, because they should be their own government. They should not lack. So let's learn how to handle that situation such that everything comes the way we need. I speak this, and whoever needs a question, my contact is 0772 84 2120. And those ones who said, I'm on Airtel, I cannot call MTN when everything is now easy. It is 0701 84 2120. Call me anytime. For business, we are going to handle it together with you. And it is very, very, very interesting. When you call my number now is 0772 84 2120. The Airtel is 0701 84 2120. Together we shall build a very big project, a very big company, a very big Uganda. We are fighting poverty out of the country. By might. For us, we don't have our gun. We are fighting by might, but not by power. So come, all of us, let's join our hands, and we'll see how to handle this. Anybody with questions? I'm waiting for your questions. Thank you. Did I do it the way you needed it?